Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our literacy lesson today. Now, I know I mentioned this to you at story time yesterday, but today we are going to be doing our story maps, all about our new story, The Robot and the Bluebird. So if you could make sure that you have ready the template, pencil, and you might want some coloured pencils as well if you'd like to colour it in later. So before we begin, I'd like us to do our action word for today. Get ready. Our action word today is help. Help! Help! And we have to look a bit panicky for this one, and we wave our arms in the air. So we go, help! Help! H-E-L-P! H-E-L-P! Help! Can you practice that? Okay, and our superstar learner from yesterday, can we have a drum roll please? Is Amrita. Well done, Amrita. Me and Mrs. Ward were so impressed with your findings from around the house on your adjective hunt. You found an empty box, you found a rusting chain outside, you found a doll and you stretched her arms out so that you could show outstretched. And I loved the little face you drew for wow, astonished. Brilliant work, Amrita. Well done. So we know that today we are going to be learning to create a story map all about our special new book, The Robot and the Bluebird. If you would like to listen to the story again, the link is on the screen now. I'm also going to put the link into the seesaw activity and underneath the YouTube video. So if you'd like to just refresh your memory on the story that we've read at story time, then please look at this link first of all. You can also see the pictures. Okay, so here is the beginning of my story map. We're going to start at the beginning and work our way through the story until we get to the end to create our story map. Okay, boys and girls, so at the beginning of the story, we know that there is a robot with a broken heart. I'm going to draw our special robot at the top here. His heart is broken. We worked on that word yesterday, didn't we? The adjective broken. I was going to write it here. Broken heart. Okay. Then everybody tried to fix him, but it wasn't any good. So I'm going to draw some things here that show that they're trying to fix him. Might have some spanners, might have some screwdrivers, some different things that they use to try and fix the robot and his broken heart. Draw a spanner, and I'm going to write through a screwdriver. Right, fix. They were striving so hard to fix him, but it was no good. So he was sent to the scrap heap with all the other old machines. So I'm going to draw him now, sat on the scrap heap, feeling sad. So I'm drawing here lots of broken things, other machines that have got wires coming out of them and they're all broken. and our lovely robot who's feeling a bit sad. I'm going to draw a sad face on him. Sat, minding his own business, but feeling a bit rubbish. He sat there not just for one night. He sat and lay down and looked up at the sky, and he sat there through the long nights, empty days, autumn rain and winter snow. I'm going to show that the seasons have changed whilst he sat there by drawing some of the different seasons that passed. So I'm going to draw the night. He sat there in the long nights as well as the empty days. He sat there through the autumn leaves. This is when he started rusting because of all the water that started to eat away at his metal skin, and even the snow of winter. I was drawing some snowflakes here and some snowdrops. He sat there through all of this, all of these seasons, so a really long time. But then one day in the wind came along who? A bluebird. I'm going to draw the bluebird next. Draw her tail, swooping up to her body, her wings, her lovely smiling face. The bluebird came, but it was freezing wind that day, so I'm going to draw some wind to show that's where she came from, the freezing wind, and landed on his shoulder. I'll draw our robot here. With the little bird, the little bluebird, landing just there on his shoulder. It's really cold and windy. I'm just going to draw a little bit of that around him as well. And we know that the bluebird, the robot says, "What are you doing here, little bird?" And he, "What are you doing here?" And the bluebird says, "Well, I'm flying south, but I'm so tired, I can't go any further." "I'm sure you don't want to stay here. I'm rubbish." But the bluebird said nothing. And the robot said, gently, "There's a space where my heart used to be. You can sleep there if you like." So that's what I'm going to draw next. The robot with the space in his heart. Make that really clear. Draw that big box where his heart used to be, that big empty space. But can I stay here? And the robot has said yes. So he makes her a lovely nest inside his heart, and she jumps in. The doors to his heart is open. Oh, how kind of the robot. And the robot loves it, and it makes him feel so happy because his old heart only ever said tick-tock, but now his heart is singing. So he's so happy. He's flying and he starts to do a dance. I'm going to draw the robot here with a smiling face now, because the bluebird has made him happy by joining him in his heart. And when the bluebird's in his heart, it makes him feel like doing a dance and doing lots of lovely things. His arms are not down anymore, they're up in the air, because he's just so delighted. He likes to do a little dance sometimes with his creaky feet. Wow! And the bluebird says tweet tweet when he tweets. And there's music in the air, there's singing and beautiful fluttering that makes the robot's heart feel like it's flying. And everything feels good and the sun is shining. But then the bluebird starting to feel a little bit tired and cold in the robot's heart. So I'm going to draw the bluebird here in the robot's hand. She's just saying, I'm too tired and cold. She's not feeling too great at the moment, even though the robot is doing his best to keep her special in his heart. She doesn't know if she's got the strength, but the robot says, let me carry you, and he carries her in his heart to take her where she needs to go. I'm going to draw the robot here. He walks over tall, towering mountains. So I'm going to draw some big mountains and frozen wastelands, blizzards and fog. I'm going to draw that now. So he's walking over the mountains with the bird in here, and here's the blizzards and the fog and the bad weather. It's really, really, really cold. And he is getting really tired, and his joints, that's where his bones join together, so where his robot parts join together, are creaking lots. They're getting deathly tired. They're groaning. They're going creak and crunch, because he's walked an extremely long way to help his friend. And then, at the end of our story, when the sun shone, he opened the door to his heart and the bluebird flew out, singing thank you. But by then, the robot hadn't got any energy left. He was really, really tired, wasn't he? His strength had gone. He said, make your home in my heart. Then he hung his head. But the bluebird always lived in his heart. And still the robot stands there today with his arms outstretched. And all the singing birds come and have a lovely, lovely time with the robot as their home. So I'm going to draw the robot at the end with his arms outstretched. With lots of lovely singing birds on him. A bird on this arm, a bird on this arm, a bird here. The birds are all around. More birds here flying around him, even though he's gone to sleep because he's so tired. The birds still love to have him as their home.